As we all know, the Eastern Conference, it seems pretty open this season. And honestly, a team I think that could go far in the Eastern Conference is the Orlando Magic. We all know they had an upgrade with Desmond Bane. Desmond Bane, he's one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA. He's a good playmaker, and he's a decent role player. Before we even talk about Desmond Bane and the rest of the team, let's talk about what the Orlando Magic did last season. Last season, they finished as the 7th seed. They won 41 games. And to be honest, this Orlando team, they weren't a good three-point shooting team, and that's why they have added Desmond Bane to make their team somewhat better from the three-point. I mean, when you're talking about three-point shooters, it's Steph Curry, and I believe next up is Desmond Bane in percentage-wise, but you get the point. Not only just three-point shooting, the Orlando Magic were legit one of the worst offenses in the entire NBA. I believe they were like one of the bottom 3 offenses. That's how bad this team is offensively. I know some of you guys are wondering, but how did they manage to win 41 games still? How is this team still a 7th seed in the Eastern Conference? Well, a large part of that is due to the defense that they play. The Orlando Magic, they do have a really good defense. I believe they were a top 5 defense in the NBA, and for like the last 2-3 years, that's what they have been banking on, is defense, and that's how they've been able to produce some games. At the end of the day, you need to have both. You need to have a good offense and a good defense. But I think this season, we will see the Orlando Magic with a decent offense. Now, they were a bottom 3 offense, so I'm not expecting them to go to like a top 10 offense, but I think they could be in like the middle of the pack. I don't think they understand what Desmond Bane does for this team. Let's start off by talking about their franchise player, Paolo. Paolo last season, he averaged 25 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. Paolo is somebody who I think is getting better every single year, and he's only improving. He did play 46 games last season, but he did have a major injury, but he did return, and in the playoffs he was even good as well too. In the playoffs, you can't say he did rise his play because his points did go up from 25, I believe, all the way up to 29, but his field goal percentage went from 45 all the way to 43, so that can't be bad. But I mean, when you have to empty the clip and carry your team, that's what happens sometimes. But Paolo, he's somebody who I think is going to be the future of the NBA, and he's only getting better, only going to improve, and he's young right now. We just got to give him time, bro. Really great player on the making. Next up is Franz Wagner. Now, many people say he's better than Paolo. To me, in my opinion, he is their second best player. So let's just cut that out. Paolo, he's the franchise player. He's their best player. Franz, he's their second best player. It's one of those Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown things. Jaylen Brown is not better than Jason Tatum. But let's get into it. Last season, Franz Wagner, he averaged 24 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. He shot 46% from the field. And the major thing with this team is the three-point shooting. He shot 29% from 3. That's just not good. The three-point shooting is just a part of his game that just isn't good. So I'm not going to let that overlap his whole entire game because he is a really great player. He's 6'10". He can play defense. Like, he can do a lot on the floor, and he's a great second option to have next to Paolo. So I'm not even going to fight that. And he's somebody else who I think is also going to get better in the future. Him and Paolo, they will be the future. They're going to be future wings just terrorizing the league, and it's going to be bad for the NBA. And now, Desmond Bane. Desmond Bane, he's one of those guys who's playing a lot of games. We seen it a lot when Ja Morant was in and out the lineup. Desmond Bane, he's the one to step up. He played 69 games last season. He averaged 19 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 48% from the field, and 39% from 3. This is exactly what the Orlando Magic needed. Somebody who could space the floor, somebody who could create their own shot, somebody who could play make. I believe Desmond Bane, he can do these things. And mind you, he's not having to do these things as the first option. He's the third option at best. I just feel like Desmond Bane, he's going to be very underrated. Some people believe in him and some people don't. But we're telling him to be the third best player on the Orlando Magic and just hit his open shots and make the right reads. Come on, bro. This is a great player to have on your roster. But other than your top 3 heavy guys, the Orlando Magic, they are a good basketball team. Jalen Suggs, he just came back. He was on injury, but we all know he's a great on-ball defender. He's one of the best POA defenders in the entire NBA. You have Jonathan Isaac still, who's a really great defender. Wendell Carter, really great big. Goga, really great big. You have Anthony Black coming off the bench. This team just has so much, and it's going to be hard to beat the Orlando Magic in a 7-game series upcoming. And I believe this Orlando team, they could probably win 50 games. And they do have some strengths, and they do have some weaknesses, but that's every basketball team. But I do think this team can win 50 games. But now I want to get into some of the strengths and the weaknesses the Orlando Magic have. For one, the strengths that they have is the lineup versatility. They have a lot of guys who could play defense and they could go. They have defensive versatility. Like I said, they have a lot of guys who could play D and just switch around. They have the depth for it. They have the perimeter defense. They have all that stuff. That's their strength. Their strength is basically going to be defense and how they can hold up. But their weakness, three-point shooting, I know I said they added Desmond Bane, but he doesn't just make the whole team great three-point shooters offensively. Outside of the big three with Desmond, Franz, and Paolo, what's going to happen outside of them? The perimeter playmaking. I don't really think Paulo or Franz is good playmakers as well either, so that's another issue they struggle on. The bench shot creator. Is their bench going to be able to make shots? There's so many issues that can go on with this team. Who knows? But I am a big believer in the Orlando Magic. So with that being said, if you guys like this video, like, comment, share, subscribe. 6 likes and I'm out. See you guys in the next.